What up, Smile Squad? It's your girl, Amber Smiles Jones, and you are watching the Professionally Silly channel. So it's Black History Month, as we all know, and I've got an interesting type of video for you guys today. I've got an I'll try that video, Black History edition. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Whiskey. It has been around forever. It has been a part of many lives for decades, centuries even. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it is definitely my adult beverage of choice. One of them. I got like a few. But whiskey is definitely on the top 3 list. You feel me? But I've got some amazing information to share with you guys. Did you know that a black man is responsible for the Jack Daniel's whiskey existing? Oh, we gonna get into it. You guys go ahead, click that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna share with you guys a little black history about a man who is actually responsible for Jack Daniel's even existing as a whiskey. And then I have a bottle of whiskey that I can't wait to try with you guys. Okay, so let's talk whiskey. We are going to take an audible trip to Lynchburg, Tennessee. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not too fond of the name currently. The thing is, what I'm about to share with you is information that could have been lost if it wasn't for the stories that we hear from people's families and the stories that we tell to keep things alive. That's what black folk do. You know what I mean? We keep our history alive. So the man that is responsible for Jack Daniel's pretty much being one of the most popular whiskeys in the world is because of a black man, a former slave. Let's talk about an amazing black man that many of you may have not heard of. Let's celebrate Black History Month with Uncle Nearest. So his given name is actually Nathan Green. When I tell you that this man changed the game when it comes to whiskey, what? Now, obviously everybody has heard of Jack Daniel's whiskey, especially if you are from the US. But did you know that Nathan Nearest Green, Nearest apparently might have been a nickname of his, but Nathan Nearest Green is actually the man who taught Daniels how to distill whiskey. It was jarring that arguably one of the most well-known brands in the world was created in part by a slave. This is actually a quote from Fawn Weaver, and she is actually the owner of Uncle Nearest. Backstory for her is she is an African-American author and real estate investor. Now she owns the longest ignored black whiskey. Fawn has done pretty much everything she can to keep Nathan Green's legacy alive. I mean, as we all know, there are lots of amazing black humans in history whose accomplishments were ignored and not shared, and who had great ideas that were stolen. But now, even the Jack Daniel's company has decided to acknowledge that Uncle Nearest, Nathan Green, is actually a part of Jack Daniel's history. They even have a little spread for him on their website, which I have to say is super awesome because a lot of it has to do with Fawn Weaver and all of her hard work and trying to keep this story alive. There are so many people who had no idea that Uncle Nearest even existed. She helped make sure that his story was told. So she rents a house in downtown Lynchburg, Tennessee, and she stays there for a few months and does over 2,500 hours of research, searching through archives and all kinds of things. And she ended up coming across the 5th generation descendants of Nathan Green's family. Fawn learned that Nathan Green not only taught Daniels how to distill the whiskey, but he used to work for him back in 1881. And then Fawn Weaver, the now owner of this company, ended up purchasing the very farm that Daniels and Nathan begun distilling the whiskey. How awesome is that? She then introduced us to the Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey brand. It is the first spirit to be named after an African American. Guys, we are about to taste history. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but we are about to taste history, and I'm really excited about this one. So the bottle of whiskey we're going to be trying today is the Uncle Nearest 1856. It actually goes through the same maple charcoal filtering that Nathan taught Daniel on how to make whiskey, and this process was called the Lincoln County process. And here's another awesome tidbit. They kept it in the family. The batches are actually crafted by Victoria Edie Butler. She's the 5th generation of Nathan Green's descendants. How awesome is that? She is also the whiskey world's first African-American master blender. So yeah, y'all, we up in here, y'all. It's Black History Month, y'all. So the time has come for this wonderful Black historic moment. Let's go ahead and try Uncle Nearest 1856 Premium Whiskey. I is ready. The Uncle Nearest 1856. I'll try that. Let's go. Forgot I was wearing this. You know, when you black, you black. All right, guys. So the time is now. We are going to try this Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey. I am super excited about it, not just because of all the amazing historical things that I told you about this brand of whiskey, but also because I just enjoy whiskey and I like trying new things. And I'm trying to make sure that I do not talk myself up, because in the past, especially with dealing with that pure white Hennessy, I was like, oh, this is gonna be the best. I made it way bigger of a deal to the point to where I wasn't impressed with the pure Hennessy white. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just enjoy myself and try some whiskey and see if I can taste those maple notes that they were talking about through the maple charcoal filtering. I have no idea where Christopher is, but that's not my fault or problem. Let's go ahead and pop open this bottle, baby. Uncle Nearest 1856 Premium Whiskey. It says on here, this is the first expression honoring my great-great-grandfather, and I believe we have made him proud with our award-winning whiskey. And this is coming from V. Edie Butler. As I told you guys before, she's a 5th generation master blender and also the first female African-American master blender to ever exist in the whiskey world. So we're breaking barriers, y'all. So let's go ahead and pop this open. Ooh, 100 proof. 100 proof. Now it is 50% alcohol by volume. I mean, it's a whiskey. What do you expect? The seal there. It looks like it comes with a cork. I'm just I want to taste it, but I don't want to disturb the bottle. What is wrong with me? I can always get another bottle. I've seen it for different prices, so I think you can get it from between $50 and $100, depending on where you go. They should have given it to us for free, because we black. I'm just trying to use the nails that I don't have. Oh, I worked it. I just slit its throat. Let's do it. Oh, smell that, right? Did you smell it? Okay, let's see. Oh, I like that smell. Okay, now this is the one you really want to smell. This is crazy. When I tell you I feel like I smell the notes of the maple, I feel like I do. I honestly do. See, I don't know if I said it or not, but just in case I didn't, happy Black History Month. Smell this. Mm. Smells good, right? Yeah. Dad, you want to give it a scent? He's like, I don't know if you caught any of that, but Mom says it smells good. That's the sound she made. And Dad was like, he's not a drinker. Let's go ahead and pour ourselves a glass. I gotta sneeze. Woo, there it is. All right. Oh, just a taste, just a taste. Look at that beautiful color. It's my color, almost. Well, if my forehead hits the sun, maybe, okay. Okay. Here you go, Mommy. Take a little sip. So I just handed Mom her glass. She can take a little sippy whippy. So what do you think, Mom? What do you think?
I'm not used to drinking whiskey, especially straight up.
Yeah.
It has I don't think it's a burn going down, but you can feel it going down your
into your chest. Yeah. You feel it going into your chest. So this will be a real good winter whiskey, huh?
Yeah. This would be perfect for a hot toddy.
Oh, yeah, I love a good hot toddy. Oh, by the way, pay no attention to the music in the background. I do not have the rights for the copyrights. Okay. Here we go. I know what you mean. It's not a burn, but you can feel the whiskey going down your throat. But it's not bad. It's kind of warming, almost calming. Yeah. And there's small notes. There's a little sweetness to it. It is smooth. And I'll be honest with you, I like this more than Hennessy. For me to say that, that says a lot. Because I love me my Henny. Daddy, would you like to try it?
Why not? It's smooth enough, but I like those rums that you did a lot better.
Yeah. Okay, so Dad is not a drinker, period, especially a straight up whiskey drinker, but I do commend you for trying all these I'll try that's with me. You always give it a shot, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, it sounds like Christopher may have arrived. Perfect timing, really. I have to say that I do enjoy the whiskey, like I was saying in my dad's office. I do enjoy the whiskey. It is warm. You do feel that going down your throat a little bit. It's not like strong tasting to me, but I also enjoy whiskey. But it's really smooth and it's warm. And I gotta tell you, those are descriptions that I like in my whiskey. I gotta say, I really like this by itself. And I intend on drinking the rest of this whiskey just maybe on ice. Out of 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it a 10. And let me tell you why. For everything that I just said, and not to mention all the history that is behind this bottle of whiskey, it really makes me enjoy it that much more. Oh, I forgot to ask my mom what she would rate it. But she's not a whiskey drinker, but let's see what she says. Mom, 1 out of 10.
I think I give it a 10.
Oh, she gives it a 10 too. It's a good whiskey.
I think that probably it's better on ice.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I think it might be better on ice. I guess I just kind of wanted to try it in its quote unquote raw state and see how I'm feeling with that. But to be honest with you, almost every beverage or liqueur or spirit or whatever you want to call it tastes better with a little ice, in my opinion. Christopher has arrived. That's him in that black car right there. He is back. Let's pour that asshole a glass, shall we? Oh, he home. Ooh, maybe we can prank him. Let's see. Murder, death, kill.
Okay.
Anyways, Mom and I have already tried it. Dad has already tried it. I've tried it. Now it's up to someone else in the family who actually enjoys dark liquors, and that's not Mom and Dad.
Okay. How you trying?
So he just got home, clearly. What do you think?
Woo! It's just got a bite to it.
Do you taste any sweet notes?
Yeah.
And if so, what does it remind you of? I'm curious if you can taste it without me telling you.
I honestly need like another little swig, because
I feel like that's just an excuse for more whiskey.
No, it's not. But like all I taste
and
is
I'm
spice.
going to grant it.
Like I really can't taste it because I didn't have that much on my tongue, but that little bit I had.
Yeah, you
burnt.
shot it, bitch.
What was I supposed to do?
Taste it. You just shot it because you're an alky.
So it's in the back of my throat.
That's what she said. Take 2.
Let me see. Okay.
What is the sweet notes that you may be picking up? Your hair looks pretty, by the way.
Like flowers.
Flowers?
Like a petal or something. A certain flower.
You are tasting crack cocaine.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Maple.
I don't taste it.
I
don't taste it.
You don't taste maple? I totally taste maple.
It was good though.
Hey, Chris, 1 to 10. 9. It's not bad. Oh, baby, you already know what time it is. It's time to go ahead, take a look at your featured comments from one of my past videos. And this week, the video is going to be hanging out with my mom video. I have a great time hanging out with my mom. When I was a kid, I couldn't stand her. But, you know, I was a teenager and a kid, and she was kind of like more the disciplinarian. Usually with your parents, you know, one of them is more the disciplinarian than the other usually. And my mom, she was the one who told me no. And my dad was the one who said, well, did you ask your mama? You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't stand her. But as I got older, I started to understand why she said the things that she said and why she made the decisions and choices that that she made for me. When I went away to college, I called her almost every day. And to this day, even when I was living in Los Angeles, I'm in the grocery store and I'm like,
Hey, Mom, what's that cheese I like? Or what's the kind of pork? Or what's the kind of...
you know, I call her for everything. So now that I'm older, in my 30s, I see my mom as my mom, obviously, because that's never going to change, but she has become a friend. Dare I say it, best friend, and I'll never admit it to her. Just shh. So sometimes we just go out and have a good time and hang out together. And this was one of those times. First comment is coming from Stephanie Alicia Rose. I love her. Hey, Steph. She is a filmmaker, and follow her. It should be the exact name, Stephanie Alicia Rose. It should be there. So check her out. She's amazing, and check out her YouTube channel as well. Okay, so she says, update. I must have missed something else before. Now I'm at the part where you mentioned it. Crying, laughing face. I have no idea what she's talking about right now. I think I did before. Then she goes on to say, fun fact, Jack Daniels got his recipe from a black man. It should be on the label in the back. I saw a short documentary on it. It's kind of interesting that this is the video that I'm reading comments from, because that's exactly what we tried today. I'm gonna have to get my hands on a bottle of Jack Daniels to see if it's actually on the label. You know, I'm very curious about that, because I know it's on the website, and I know people are starting to learn more about Uncle Nearest whiskey in its history. I would be very surprised if Jack Daniels put it on every bottle that they sell. I'm gonna have to check that out, Steph. Thanks for the fun fact. Our next comment is coming from CC Moon, which, by the way, shout out to you for the $1.99 applause donation to that video. CC Moon says, I love the heart, your Mama Jones intro. I apologize if I misread your comment, but I really do appreciate you leaving the comment and for the applause donation. Thank you so much. See, that don't tell you right there that I do not read these comments before I share them with you. I just get into it. Our next comment is coming from Ann T. Ann T says, oh, Ann T. Is it like auntie? Okay, I'm overthinking it. Ann T says, so how did that copyright strike work out for you? I'm over here jamming to all my jams in your video. I got lucky. I think it was fair use, because it may have been background music or something like that, because they can't really give me copyright strike if I'm not the one putting the music in the video. It will go under the fair use clause, but sometimes YouTube will kind of abuse that rule as well and still hand it to you. But luckily, I have never received the copyright strike on this channel. It's my plan to continue that. I don't want to have to deal with that. You over there throwing shade. I see you, Auntie. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Do me a favor, please, and click the thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe. And make sure you're doing this for all of your favorite YouTubers and videos that you are watching on YouTube that you enjoy. It helps that channel and that YouTuber grow, find a new audience, enter the algorithm of YouTube, and help them find a little success. At least, at the very least, help them pay a few bills, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button. Share your favorite videos that you watch on YouTube, and that is how you can support your favorite YouTubers. Subscribe. If you haven't already, check out my Professionally Silly podcast. It is available everywhere that podcasts can be found. So come chill with your audible boo thing on the Professionally Silly podcast. Well, I guess that's it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Pound cake and silly putty.